Stella and Dot, the San Francisco-based social selling company that creates flexible business opportunities for women, is expanding. This past year, the company grew into a family of brands, launching 2 new businesses, Keep Collective and Ever Skincare. Stella and Dot family brand sales are expected to top $300 million this year, and the company reports to date it has paid out over $350 million in commissions to its over 50,000 independent business owners. Stella and Dot family brand CEO Jessica Herrin joins us now to discuss. Welcome, Jessica. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
You have done so well. You've been named one of Forbes magazine's self-made women to watch, and it all started when you dropped out of Stanford Business School. Tell us about your beginnings as an entrepreneur.
Well, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I was always someone who looked at the world and saw the way that I wanted to be instead of the way that it was. And I was lucky enough to be in the advent of the internet when I was going to business school at Stanford, and I had an idea, along with a partner, to create a better opportunity in the wedding gift registry space. So we dropped out to start what became WeddingChannel.com.
So you felt so passionate about this idea, you didn't think it could wait till you graduated.
You know
what happened?
That's actually what I've learned in business over time. I was analytical about the idea.
Right.
I knew that this was going to happen, somebody was going to do it, and we had a window of opportunity, we had to jump through it. But what I learned about that business is I actually wasn't passionate about the wedding space.
Oh.
It was e-commerce, and I realized early in my career you could be commercially successful and not soulfully connected to what you do.
Right.
And being an entrepreneur is hard. You give it out all you got, and if you're going to do that with your one precious life, you better do it for passion. So I was very committed after we sold that company to really think carefully about not just starting a business, but starting a life and doing it for what I felt a calling to do. And for me, that ended up being creating better, flexible work for women so they could have work-life passion balanced.
So that was part of the business model from the beginning then, because I was wondering with Stella and Dot if you started with a product and said, hey, let's add this part onto it, but you started with the model.
I had women reach out to me and ask for business advice, and I thought to myself, well, what could I say? I work 90 hours a week. I have employees and rent and all these things that really make a business run you versus you running it. So I wanted a better answer for democratizing entrepreneurship, where it wasn't a high cost of capital to start. You didn't need a specialized education. And so that was about, I looked at the home-based businesses and felt they needed a major renovation.
Right.
And about product.
So many people think about the Tupperware parties of, our mother's generation, our grandmother's generation. How does this take that forward?
Well, first we lead with product and design and truly changing something in a large market. So with our accessories, we design them all. Our skincare gives real results botanically based. So we lead with must-have excellent product because women are selling through word of mouth and authentic recommendations friend to friend. And our model just rewards them for doing that.
Right. And so tell us how a woman can become what's called a stylist in the Stella and Dot,
or a Keep designer or Ever specialist.
Or a Keep designer and Ever specialist. And how much can a woman make doing that? And what percentage of her sales does she keep?
They keep 25 to 35% of their sales, and then if they choose to become a business coach and help other people sell, then they can earn team commissions as well.
I see.
And we have people that earn a couple $100s a month because they want to work a week or two, an hour or two a week, and then we have people that earn over $800,000 a year. But the stories I love that I think really are amazing, in our brand new brand Keep, we have a woman who works outside of Anchorage, Alaska. She made over $100,000 a year, and she's selling all online.
Amazing.
And that's what other opportunities would there be in those areas? So this is really about job creation, life creation, flexibility, and it's done in a very modern way. It's not just in person, it's also through social media, and that's really the future of retail.
I love that there's even a special story behind the name of your company.
Yes. So originally it was Luxe Jewels, and then as we rebranded, because I partnered with Blythe Harris, who's our Chief Creative Officer, and we wanted it to be about more than jewelry. It was really a company created for, and inspired by strong women. So we named it after our grandmothers, mine Stella and hers is Dot. And think about that generation of women, right? They sailed across oceans, they got the boat, they went to work when their country went to war. It just shows how strong and capable women are.
And plus they had amazing names.
And they have very cute names.
That worked well.
Unfortunately for our other grandmas, those work better. Right?
So tell us, why create 2 new lines? What was the reason behind that, and why not just make these bracelets part of Stella and Dot?
Because we're really a company for women, and so we look at it and say, if someone's going to be successful, they're going to have a product they are really passionate about. They're not in sales, they're in service, and they're sharing something they just really want you to know about because they love it. So that has to be the right style and price point for them. Not everyone's into fashion, so Stella and Dot's not going to serve everyone. Keep is a broader price point, and it's about storytelling with charms, like scrapbooking and jewelry.
You can individualize your charms.
That's right. Yeah. And it has a different appeal.
Right.
And then skincare skincare is a very different market. Our top seller is a doctor.
Yes,
And
yes.
there is a very different type of interest in someone that wants to talk about botanicals and conscious beauty and getting real results versus someone who wants to shoot a selfie and share it online or do an in-person event. So
And your skincare line has been getting great reviews from beauty editors, right?
we're very proud that for a brand new brand, we've won Allure Best of Beauty 2 years in a row in their Natural Wonders category for our Reveal Peel Pads, and the big breakthrough with Ever. And I love this. We've partnered with industry leaders. Annie Hajidian, who ran Bobbi Brown, came to run Ever. And what we've done is take a category where you either could get real results or it could be good for you. And we did the breakthrough of putting it in between. So it took years in the making, but it's award-winning, and it's because of the results. And we have one of the highest repeat rates in the industry. It's because the product works.
Amazing. Now, Jessica, finally, what is your biggest piece of advice for other working women who look up to you? You've also got 2 daughters at home, and you do everything that you do. What's your biggest piece of advice?
Believe in yourself beyond reason. That's my advice for women, for entrepreneurs. I often think that confidence is what keeps us from accomplishing all we want in life, and not just in the workplace, but believing that you deserve to have balance and flexibility and don't feel guilty all the time at home, believing that you're capable for stepping up to the next level.
And do you believe women can have it all?
No, I believe they can have what matters most. You have to make choices and have priorities, and you have to pick what you pick, and then you've got to go for it with wild ambition and no apologies.
Jessica Herrin, thank you so much for that, and congratulations on all you've achieved.
Thank you.
And coming up, a few surprise scaly friends pay us a visit on set. Don't go away.